Alright guys, back again with another video here, and this is going to be part 3 of the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles action figure line by Playmates Toys. And today we're going to be talking about some movie star turtles. Now, you guys that are collectors, you know right away that there's something wrong with these accessories with these guys right here. But these are the authentic original turtles, but their accessories are not. And so I'll explain that right now. But if you look at these guys right here, which is Splinter and this Raphael, they do have the original accessories, which is pretty cool. But yeah, you look at these guys over here, and these four turtles are probably the most faked original, I would say the original turtle lines from Playmates are probably the most faked figures you can find out there, which you can pretty much tell a fake from a real. Now these are authentic, and I'll go over the differences here in a second. But the accessories right here are actually from the fake turtles. I just bought a set and stole their accessories and gave them to my authentic ones until I find replacements. But like I said, Raphael's is legit. And just to show you the difference, the originals kind of have plain colors, as you can see, like that brownish color. And then the same thing with like the size. If I don't have the fake size anymore, I don't know what happened with those, but they would have had a red grip and then like the silver handles, which I guess the weapons kind of got an upgrade, because they kind of look better on the actual fake turtles that they made. The weapons kind of look a little bit better, I would say, than like the than the authentic. As you can see, this is the fake one in my hand, and the authentic is the one Raph has right there. But yeah, so I'll put up a picture of the fake turtles. You can still get these different places. It doesn't seem like they're as commonplace as they used to be. They're still floating around out there, but you can find them on AliExpress. So the photo of them just showing you the differences here. Now, it did come with a Splinter and a Foot Soldier, but they look nothing like the original Splinter and Foot Soldiers you can see in the photo. And yeah, so that's where these weapons came from with these guys, just to clear it up. I don't want anybody like, oh, those are fake turtles. No, these are authentic, and you can tell by looking at their bodies. I don't have the fake turtles anymore. I don't know if they're up in the attic or I threw them away. I don't know what happened to them. But you can see with the bodies, these guys have like the little dots, the little freckle-looking things all over them. The fake turtles don't really have that. They're just plain green or whatnot. And I'll be honest, the fake turtles are not too terrible. They're actually, I think they can stand better than the original turtles for one. And they don't look like, they're not the worst knockoffs I've ever seen in my life. Sort of like the NECA figures. If you guys are collectors of the NECA movie line, their fake turtles not as good as, of course, the original, the real ones, but they're still not bad looking. Like, you could put them on a shelf and still be like, hey, these are pretty cool. The same thing idea with the fake ones with these guys, other than the Splinter and the Foot Soldier looks all right, but it doesn't look like the original Foot Soldier. But the Splinter just looks god awful to me. I don't even know where they got that Splinter from. It must be from one of the newer lines later on. But yeah, so anyways, also just talking about these before I'll bring them up to the camera and get a closer look at each figure here in a second. But they did make reproductions of these guys, Playmates. And I know they made two sets now. They made one, which I'll show pictures of those now. They made one that came in like this little vehicle type deal. I don't know if it's a bus or a turtle van or something. I'm not sure what that is. A truck or something. And it had a set of the four turtles. It had a Splinter, and it had the Super Shredder. The Super Shredder from 1991. And yeah, as you can see in the picture there, the Splinter is actually, the one in the photo is actually the original Splinter from 1988, just with this guy's clothing and his. But if you see and you notice, all the turtles and Splinter all come with their 1988 accessories, not their 1992 movie accessories. So there's a difference there too. So you're not going to get the original accessories, even if a guy was thinking about buying the new reproductions and just stealing their weapons as well. I mean, I could make my own 3D print them or something if I really wanted to. But I mean, before I was into 3D printing, I bought the knockoffs and stole their weapons. But yeah, so if you're looking for the original weapons, it'll be probably a little bit more harder to find, but they're out there. You can find stuff on eBay and things like that. But yeah, if you look at that picture of the knockoffs, or not knockoffs, the reproductions, I mean. Yeah, it's the 1988 Splinter, and yeah, they all have the accessories from the 1988 line, not this line. But I think the Super Shredder is legit. I think they all look like these. I think they're, except for Splinter, I think all the Turtles look like this, and the Super Shredder looks like the Super Shredder, and he has his original accessories, even his canisters, his ooze canisters. So that's cool. But right now, I think that one's like over $100 for that set. Those reproductions, the whole set together. But if you go on Amazon, they do have a set of just the 4 Turtles, but with the 1988 accessories with, I think it's like $40. So you're paying like $10 a figure. That's not too bad if you guys can't find these guys anywhere. Now, you can, like, these are kind of rare. You can find them on eBay and stuff, but I'm saying usually you're going to pay probably, I don't know, if they're in good shape. A lot of times, we'll get a closer look and I'll explain with, there goes his weapon, but I'll explain with Leonardo here. Like I said, if you can tell if these are authentic because they have like the little dots, little freckle things on them, and that, and it should be on their foot. Let's see here. Should be the year. I think I have it upside down there. So there you go. 1992. Mirage Studios, Playmates Toys. So that tells you it's authentic, but a lot of times what I was going to say as far as the quality goes, when you find these on eBay and stuff, a lot of times, like, because these guys are made out of a soft, I don't even know how to explain. It's like a rubbery type body. It doesn't stand well at all, for one, because the foot, like, look, it's just really bendy. There's not a lot of sturdiness to them, so even when you put them on, like you try to put them on a stand or something, they don't stay on. Even when you plug them in, they do have the holes on the bottom of their feet. You're definitely going to need to use both. Like, you don't have to get a stand that has 2 holes. I only have the 1 hole, or the 1 peg stands. You're going to need 2 for these guys because they do not stand otherwise. I mean, you can mess with them like everything else and get them just right, but they're going to fall over eventually, I guarantee it. But back to what I was saying, I keep going off on, but trying to explain how these work. But usually when you find them on eBay, they're missing like their mask part back here, like where it sticks out, it gets pulled off or something. Like I said, these are very fragile figures. They're just very soft. You can, pose them and do splits and all that fancy stuff. Like their legs and stuff move out, and that's all good. And I do like the texture. Like, it's cool that these are different because it makes them different than the harder plastic figures. But yeah, on the feet, that is a problem if you're trying to stand them up. You're definitely going to need a 2-peg stand or something, or one of the ones that hold around the waist, because otherwise, yeah, they're not going to stand up well. But anyways, let's get into looking at these guys closer. I will post up original photos of them in their box so you can see the original accessories and everything. Like I said, these accessories with Leonardo here are not the originals, and like I said, you can tell that because they're not plain brown color. They have like the handles and the silver and everything on it. But yeah, pretty much got a good look at them. Like I said, you can't stand them up. You can move the arms and legs freely, and if you want to pose them a certain way. They can't really hold their accessories too well either because, like I said, their hand again is soft. It's made of this soft soft rubber, plastic, whatever the hell this is. I'm not sure what it's actually called, but yeah. And then the shell isn't soft; it's pretty hard. So you get that, but the rest of the body is, the chest and stuff's hard, the shell's hard, but like the skin textures and stuff are like a rubber or something. But overall, this one's in great shape. Like I said, usually when you find them on eBay, they're missing their mask part, like this part back here has been ripped off. They hardly ever do. They have their belts and things like that. But yeah, if you find a good one out there, you're probably going to pay for it, like $40-50 at least for a loose figure missing accessories just the bodies altogether. Now you could probably find one missing parts for like $10-15. You know what I mean? So they are kind of rare. They're getting rarer. They do have and plus you got to watch out for the reproductions nowadays because people will be selling them up on eBay as well. But again, Michelangelo here just has the fake accessories, not the legit ones. He has like a little pepperoni thing from the movie that he'd be swinging around. But this is the authentic original. I'll try to look at all their feet here. 1992. Playmates Toys, Mirage Studios. So yeah, like I said, these figures are overall in great shape. I can see a few marks on the shell back here, but the skin looks good. A few marks on the front there. Still has his bandana, or not bandana, his mask intact there. So yeah, very cool figures. It's just you can't stand them. Like, you'd have to really mess with them. Yeah, he doesn't want to stand. Okay, and so here we go on to Leo here. Now he comes with these. These are also the fake accessories, but these are all what they actually came with, just colored versions. He's got the sewer cap shield and then like a fire extinguisher or something. And of course he comes with 2 bow staffs. And like I said, they're just like a brown. And I'll put, like I said, I'm putting the original photos up in the box so you can see what the original accessories look like. But again, this is an original one. He's got a lot of those dots on him. And then we got his foot here. 1992 Mirage Studios. Just to show you. But again, this one's really good shape. He's still got his mask, back part of his mask there. It is a little rough. I see some paint rubbing off on it. But again, we're not. You're definitely going to have to get a 2-peg. Well, this one only has 1 hole in his feet. You might be able to. You might be able to work with him with 1 stand. He seems a little bit more sturdier for some reason. Maybe it's because he has his weapons on him or something. But yeah, I don't know. These guys are really hard to stand. That's all I can say about that. Okay, but anyways, here are the authentic accessories. Now, let's look at Raphael. He comes with, this is the actual ooze canister they came with. I don't think the fake turtles, the knockoffs, come with these. Neither do the reproductions. So you only find these canisters with the original figures. But yeah, so he has that one, and he has his shield here, and then his size. We'll just look at his feet just to make sure we ain't giving anything fake here. 1992 Mirage Studios. So yeah, this is also an authentic one. You can see the little dots on him as well, and he's in really good shape. Still got his mask, back part of his mask there's not ripped off. So yeah, he is good as well. And like I said, these are the original accessories. No knockoffs with him. And then same thing with the Splinter here, which you can't find this Splinter. I don't think there's any knockoffs of this actual Splinter, or reproductions for that matter. So like, if you want to get this, they must have lost his mold or something. But there you go, 1992 Mirage Studios Playmates Toys. Now he does have this staff, and then he's got his other accessories here. That is the original ooze canister. He has his bow and arrows there. So yeah, pretty cool. This isn't my favorite Splinter. I mean, I don't like how they did his eyes for some reason. He doesn't look. I mean, he definitely doesn't look as good as the NECA Splinter. We'll put a picture of that up. The movie star Splinter from the NECA line. But you know, that's updated stuff. This is back in the day. They did give him like a real like fur fill, so he's a furry figure. Looks a little weird, but kind of reminds me of that He-Man figure that has like the felt, like the fur on him. So that's cool that they did that. I do like that, but it just doesn't look good. Like I just feel like something's wrong with the eyes. The outfit looks about right. He is missing his belt, but we'll put a picture of him in the original packaging here. But yeah, other than that, I mean, he's all right. He's decent. You know, it's cool that he doesn't have a bunch of reproductions out there, but a bunch of fakes or anything. So it makes him unique that, you know, there's not a bunch of knockoffs and he hasn't been like exploded in the market with reproductions. So that makes it cool to have this guy. Other than that, he's not my favorite. I think he can probably stand with his tail and everything, so he doesn't really need to stand. And then we got this foot soldier right here. I don't have his accessories, but you can see him in the picture. As far as this guy goes, I don't think they reproduced this guy. I don't think he has a reproduction. There's no fake figure that I'm aware of this guy. See if we can get that. Okay, well, his foot doesn't want to unblur for us, but he is an original 1992 figure. And yeah, he's all right. He's pretty cool. He looks like the movie ones. We can put the NECA version of this guy up, but they look really good. yeah, so nothing wrong with this dude at all. But yeah, guys, that was kind of a long-winded thing, but I just want to explain that these guys do have reproductions. There are fakes out there. These are authentic, and just go over that a little bit. But let's move on to our next set of figures, which are going to be the mutation figures. So let's get into it. All right, guys, so these are the mutation figures from 1992. We got Bebop, Rocksteady, Splinter, and of course the four brothers right here. Now, if you've seen my prior video, the four brothers do have reproductions out by Playmates. I did a comparison with the Michelangelo reproduction with his original, and I got that right here. Just a look at the box is actually pretty much exactly what the original looked like. So it's a good, to use as a description, but I'll also put up the original boxes. They came in when we get around to it here soon. But just to show, this is the reproduction that came out recently. I believe it's only at Target, as it says. At least that's what it tells us. But like the similarities here, now this is the one in the box, and over here you can see there is a color difference with the skin tone. The weapons are different colors. So there are slight differences, but overall, it's pretty much the same figure. But the date is dated correctly. So when you look at these guys, they'll say 1992, and then on this one, it will have 2022, I believe, is when these came out. So yeah, guys, check out that video I did of that comparison. But this is pretty much the exact same kind of box it came in, the same accessories and everything, and it tells you what the accessories to do. They can kind of open up or enlarge or whatever you want to call it, and it shows you what the pizza does. Now this pet food can, I think they actually had labels on them, which the one original can I have has like a label of the pet turtle food on it. But other than that, this looks exactly the same. But anyways, let's put that over there for now, out of the way. And yeah, so these are the Mutating Turtles from 1992. And we'll get a closer look at each figure here. We will start with Bebop over here. Get a closer look at him. Now this one is one I'm going to be replacing, and I'll show you why here in a second. Not because his hand popped out right there, but he's missing his back piece, which is unfortunate, and he's also missing, I don't know if you guys are aware, that he has like these drills in the bottom of his feet that would pop out. That was part of the mutating action. He's missing that as well. So this figure is missing quite a bit, but I figured this would be the good first one to start with, just to show you how the mutation works on these figures. But yeah, so anyways, the wrist opens up right here, and you can see the human hands inside, and you're basically just going to switch those around, and then you're just going to get this to sit right, close it in there. So there you got his human hand out there, and then the same idea here as far as the head goes. You can move the head back like that. The chest opens up. You can fold him back, close it. You got the human form. So you got the idea of how the mutation works with these guys. Pretty simple. The head just kind of sits back there like this for them. And it's the same idea for Rocksteady over here. He mutates the same way. So yeah, that is about it. Now, he does come with some stuff. I don't have any of his accessories, but all of them come with these ooze canisters. So they all come with that, and then they come with specific weapons. So here's a picture of him and his box, just so you can tell. But overall, like this figure, if it wasn't for missing the back piece, he looks good. The mutation action, he's got all his hands in there. He's just missing those drills in his feet and then his back piece. So this is one I'll be looking to replace. It is unfortunate. I think we can get the date in there. It's hard to see. It's kind of shadowed. 1992, Mirage Studios, Playmates Toys. So yeah, that is unfortunate that he is missing his back piece, but that is Bebop right there in human form. And here we go with Rocksteady. Same idea. You can go here where the sleeve is. Switch out. Maybe. Get stuck a little bit. There we go. Switch out the human arm. And then the same idea here. You can pull the back and the front here. And it's a little hard to get his head in there because he has these... He's got his, spikes, or not spikes, his horns or whatever. I can't even talk right now. So you're going to have to kind of work with him to get him to go in there. There we go. So we switch him out. We can close the back piece here. But, yeah, so that is how that works. Now, he does have these little grenades, if I can open up sometimes these can be a little bit tougher. I think this side will come over. Okay, we got these little like bombs or grenade type deals that are in his like knees. And this side has something too, if I can get it to open. There we go. He's got a grenade in that one. So that is kind of like his action. Now, I do like these mutating figures. It's unique that they made these or whatever, but they can be a little finicky. There we go. Close that. You got to mess with them sometimes. Like right here won't close. It's hard to get him in there with his horns. But like I don't want to break it, so I don't want to force anything because these are pretty old figures, and they're not easy to find. But yeah, he has all his parts. Like I said, we can switch out his other hand here, make him all human instead of knocking cameras over and stuff. Instead of you know, half rhino, half human. So yeah, so this would be him in his human ways. Pretty cool how they do these figures. Like I said, there is some, there we go, just need to pull his head down a little bit. There is a few finicky things. You just got to make sure you do it right so you don't break these guys. But very cool figure overall. A little bit of trouble, but good mutations, easy mutations. Now Splinter is a little bit different because this whole front here opens up, comes out like that. Now this is weird, and his head kind of just rotates out. The other part goes down. You gotta do the same idea over here with this. His hands can come out like this, like that, and then you can see we will rotate the legs up, these ones down. So a lot. I mean, it's pretty easy. It's just trying to get everything in there right, the way it needs to sit, like this, to close the thing. Okay, so there you got Splinter. We got this other hand over here. Like I said, these things can be a little, like you don't want to force it to break the damn thing. There we go. And then we got to get everything to snap into place here. But yeah, he doesn't want to close. I don't know. See, like I said, a little finicky mutations, but they're still cool. So we got Splinter right there, but he wants to, you know, we got to get this to snap together without breaking something. So I'm trying to be gentle with these. But yeah, there's Splinter mutated. And then this Leonardo here, we'll take a look at him. But I kind of already did this in the comparison video with the Michelangelo mutation figure. But I will just check it out a little bit with Leonardo here and show how the mutation looks and works. Now, you got to be careful when you open the shell, like you just pull the shell down here. This bottom part right here does come loose, and this will pop off. Then you got to, you know, get it back on there to fit. But as you can see inside here, you got the regular turtle head, and you got these weird like back legs, which I think mutating these turtles just looks ugly. I really don't like the way they look. I'd rather just keep them in their regular forms just because of that reason. I don't know. Maybe some people like that stuff. But basically, you're just going to take these legs out of here, and you're just going to kind of put them on the outside of the shell for now. So they're just going to kind of sit out here like this. And then you got this head right here, and you got to kind of move it up a little bit, and then you're just going to rotate the two heads around like so, and then put them back down in here. And then you're going to take these front arms, and this is the pain sometimes to get these to sit right in here. You got to get them sitting just right, the arms back here, in here just right so you can close the shell. And I don't think they're going to close. No, you got to finagle, I think's the term. There's arms in there. Okay, so we got the arms in there, and you got this piece right here which covers the inside of the shell. Sometimes that'll stick out. Got to pop it in there. So there you got that part of the turtle. And basically all you do is you take the back legs and you move them forward like so. And then you have these ones that kind of just hang down. You got the tail right here too, which also can move, but kind of ugly looking. On the front, it doesn't look too shabby. Kind of looks like a turtle. But then you look to the side, I don't know. you judge for yourself if you like that. I just think they're kind of ugly that way. But yeah, that's how you mutate these turtles. Like I said, not the greatest looking things in the world, but that is mutation for the turtles. So we'll just set Leonardo down like this. Okay, take a look at Leonardo's accessories here. Now, all four of the brothers, all four of the turtles come with this pizza right here. And what you do is you twist it, and you get to look like this. And that is like the special function or whatever. It's kind of a pain to do, at least for me. So I'm just going to show you the differences here, this and that. It makes it much easier for me. But all four of the brothers get this pizza. And all the figures in the line get this retro mutagen canister of ooze. They all look the same, so that's what that is. And then he comes with 2 swords, of course. And the special feature is these. They can go in. So they have an extending action. So there, that's how those work. So yeah, so those are his accessories. Now we'll take a look at Michelangelo. I'm not going to mutate all these figures because, you know, I showed you how it works. One is enough, and I'll end up making him back into Leonardo instead of just a turtle because I just don't like it. But yeah, anyways, all these figures are in great shape. I think you can... Oh, upside down. 1992, just to show that these are originals as well. But yeah, as far as Michelangelo goes, he comes with these 2 nunchucks, and they are also extenders, so you can just pull them down, make them longer. That's the function for these guys. And then we got Donatello here, which is the same idea. He looks really good. You know, almost like they look almost brand new. But, shit, upside down again. There you go, 1992 Mirage Studios. So, yeah, as far as Don goes, he's got these bow staffs, and they have a little function where they open up. Like this. Not sure what exactly, but he comes with 2 of these. So that is his bow staff's special function there. And then here, as I was saying before, they come with this little, I think all the turtles in Splinter come with turtle food. Has a little label on it there. So you get a little can of turtle food with him. So he is pretty much complete. He has his mutagen can, and of course his pizza. So that is all the accessories for these mutagen figures. Pretty cool. Okay, and then the last one here to look at is Raphael. Now he does have 2 size. I'm just going to show you because it's the same idea with all the figures here. It just has a little extending middle blade there. So that's what you get with him. Overall, he looks just like the other ones. I think all the turtle figures look great. Like I said, they look brand new. 1992. So, yeah, very cool, very great shape, very good condition. Probably, and I think the reason why that is because kids probably don't want to mutate them. They probably don't play with them. They probably didn't play with them much. I don't even remember. I remember having these turtles, but I don't remember ever keeping them in the little mutated turtle form. So yeah, and I think those pieces probably got pulled out, probably lost some legs. Who knows? But yeah, I'm not a big fan of the turtle mutating, but maybe you are, so we'll go with that. But again, he just comes with the pizza and the ooze canister. He doesn't. The only one that has turtle food, I gave it to Donatello over there. But like I said, all 4 of the turtles and Splinter have that. But yeah, overall, that is it, guys. That is it. That is the mutations we got going on here. We got the human forms of Bebop and Rocksteady and Splinter, and then the ugly. I mean, it don't look good enough. I mean, it don't look bad in the front, but like when you turn out to the side, man, I don't know. I'm not a fan. But yeah, so that is the mutating turtles, guys, and this is the end of the. Well, here comes a canister of mutagen. It's gonna mutate me, but anyways. This is the end of 1992 original Playmates Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action figures.